Hey everyone, it's Rebecca from the Sugar Plum Sleep Company, and I'm delighted to be working with Thinking Outside the Sandbox to bring you some sleep advice for yourself and your children.
Something special. La la da da da. La da 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 da. La da da.
So today we are talking about daylight savings time, which for many of us that takes place on Sunday, November 3rd at 2 a.m. So just a couple of tips to keep in mind as you're thinking about how this might impact your children, because it's very likely that it will impact your children. The best thing that you can do is think about shifting their nap times by about half an hour, pushing it back. So if your child normally goes to bed at about 9:30 in the morning, you would push that nap back to about 9 for about 3 days, because that actually is going to feel like 10 a.m. to them. So it's a little bit of a push, but it's not too much that it's going to really impact their daytime schedule. For bedtimes, I recommend doing the exact same thing. So if bedtime is normally at 7, then you would bump it up to about 6:30 p.m. and keep in mind that that's actually going to feel like 7:30 for them. So again, a bit of a push, but not something that's too drastic that's going to cause a lot of problems. With respect to mornings, it's probably going to be a few early mornings for you for the first little bit. So what I encourage you to do is on that morning is to just get up when everyone gets up. Don't bother setting the clocks, because that can be psychologically upsetting for everyone if your child is waking up an hour earlier. So start your day off like you normally would, have breakfast, get dressed, and then everyone can go around and switch the clocks back together. And for those children that are a little bit older and that can recognize numerals, and maybe they're relying on a clock in their room so they know what time it is to get up in the morning, I would set the clock forward by half an hour so that at 6:30 a.m. it actually reads 7 a.m. And I would just let them get up a little bit earlier than normal. Probably by the end of the week, they'll be back on track. For an infant, what I recommend doing is actually just delaying your response time to getting them up in the morning by about 10 minutes. You can add 10 minutes on each day going forward until they're probably back on schedule, again, taking about a week. So I hope those tips help. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave something in the thread below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.